Hey, so let's go. Welcome back to another video, everybody. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day so far. Today I'm coming at you with another Bible verse from Proverbs. Y'all know how much I love that. It's going to be chapter 18, verse 20. And it says, "From the fruit of the mouth, one's stomach is satisfied. The yield of the lips brings satisfaction." All right, so what does this verse mean when it's talking about from the fruits of one's mouth, the stomach will be satisfied? Now, I know that sounds pretty weird, but we got to read in context here. And when we do that, we see that Solomon is the one writing this, and Solomon was very wise. And he said, if you want to be wise, you would live by this principle just as he lived. And that is that you would care just as much about what you say as you do about what you eat. Meaning we always are taking a look at what we eat. Is it ripe enough? Is it healthy for me? Is it going to make me feel good? Or is this poison? Is it bad for me? We take a look at what we eat and we decipher based on the evidence of what that food is. With our words, though, we typically don't really reflect on those. We don't evaluate what we say. We don't take a second to think about what we want to say and construct a proper sentence. We kind of just spew words at times. We use our feelings to drive our speech in a lot of conversations. We especially see that in today's generation more than ever with the use of social media and the ability to use comments and make videos of your own to spread whatever you think in the moment. But we don't take a second to really think about, what does this mean? What is the connotations? What is my attitude going to give? What is the vocabulary I'm using going to insinuate? You know what I'm saying? So we got to take a second to stop and think before we talk. Care as much about our speech as we do as we eat. But that actually brings me to the second part of this verse when it says the yield of the lips bring satisfaction. Now this right here is important because what does yield mean? If you were going to go around a turnabout and it says yield, you're being cautious of somebody else coming. When it talks about your lips, you need to yield before you speak, and that will bring you satisfaction, because when you are waiting and you're cautious to see what are the other ideas that are popping in our mind, what is the other ideas that people are going to think of when I say this, you know what I'm saying? You're taking a second to stop and be aware of not only your surroundings, but yourself before you speak. And this will bring much satisfaction to you because it alleviates a lot of tension in conversation. It alleviates the problems that might become physical, that might become dangerous for you, that might start arguments or whatever the case may be. So today, because it's so relevant in our society that everyone wants to get so emotional, wants to get so offensive, wants to get so violent, wants to get so angry at people that try to speak up and share their opinions, even if it's differing than your own. We need to take a second to understand that when we yield in our lips, that's going to bring satisfaction to you. It alleviates a lot of those problems. But number one, when you practice the first part of knowing that the fruits of your stomach, the fruits of your mouth will satisfy your stomach rather, that is where your wisdom comes in. Why? Because that is you forming a good conscience. A lot of people in this generation are lacking good consciences. They have a way overdeveloped sense of emotional IQ, but they do not have a good conscience to guide that emotional IQ. So it's one thing to be in touch with your emotions and be able to express yourself, but it's another to be able to be in a professional setting, be able to conversate with people, conform your ideas to a proper setting by yielding yourself. So fix your speech today. And if you agree with that, type amen in the comment section right now and hit that follow button if you want to join me on this journey of faith.